Let's get into some of the stories that are making headlines. And there's some interesting ones. There's some stories on healthcare issues. There's transport. Yeah, the transport
celebrities.
ones.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, the celebrities. I don't know if you want to do that one first. We have the story on Daily Guide.
Right.
Okay, you go. You take it.
All right. So some of the headlines on Daily Guide. Government transport operators tango over fare increment. A free anchor admits blood oath swearing. And NPP disqualifies 17 PC aspirants. 33 go unopposed. And 1 dead, 5 injured in fresh Boku shooting incidents. And lastly, celebrities advertising alcohol. SC set April 10 for decision.
Yeah. So that story there, you want to read it?
Yes, it's on page 6.
Yeah.
And on page 6 of the Daily Guide. Well, I find it very interesting.
You know, this...
Okay, so let me just read. Yeah,
yes, go ahead. And then we'll
so the Supreme Court has set April 10, 2024 to deliver a judgment on a ban imposed by the Food and Drug Authorities, that's the FDA, on celebrities advertising alcoholic products in the country via any medium. And Mark Osai, the manager of Reggie and Bolly and Screwface, is at the Supreme Court challenging the 2015 FDA decision aimed at protecting minors from being influenced by celebrities to take to alcoholism. So I'm going to stop there.
Yeah. Now, you know, it's going to be interesting. I mean, the thing is in the Supreme Court and the decision is going to come out. And so we wait to see what it is that the Supreme Court will decide. But on the economic side of things, what we know is that a lot of the companies have actually gone out already and taken their business elsewhere.
Yes.
And they have other. I mean, the business is some of the business are still in Ghana, but the advertisement for the businesses are in other countries.
Yes.
And other celebrities elsewhere are pushing the same products.
And I think that's a problem because it says here the FDA in 2015 banned Ghanaian celebrities from advertising alcoholic beverages. According to the regulator, the ban was in adherence to a World Health Organization policy. And if it's a policy under the World Health Organization, doesn't it trickle down to other countries? Or is it just Ghana? Because look at the neighboring countries.
So it's like we want to be sticklers for the rules, but others won't. So if they won't, then it's like business goes elsewhere.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And you know, this is not just only an Africa thing, because the first country that comes in mind when we talk about this issue is Nigeria. You know, Nigeria and Ghana were like, you know, like Siamese twins, obviously. and this is also something a lot of celebrities have, you know, come out to voice out that yes, our co-celebrities in Nigeria are getting all the endorsements, and it's not fair to us. I really understand the fact that it's not fair to them because of you know, the economic value that it has. Let's look at both countries. You understand? Nigeria, the celebrities obviously live like celebrities.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And we expect that for our celebrities down here too. So if you're cutting down their food or you're cutting down their means of, you know, making some money, I don't know. I just feel it's a bit too stringent because also the system does not allow them to make so much money like their counterparts.
Yeah.
They're celebrities for a reason.
No, I agree with you. I mean, so I do believe
but
that
the World Health Organization, right?
Yes.
Doesn't it also carry America? It does now.
Yes.
Yes. So why are the American celebrities also?
Are they though?
Yes. We have Kylie. We have a lot of them. No, we have Kendall.
Who are endorsing like alcoholic products.
Yes, alcoholic products. Yeah.
Okay. So so then it becomes a question that we have to ask ourselves: what do we want? You know, because again, I mean, there are certain conventions that we sign up to and all of that, but I don't think necessarily that we should be, you know, restricted in a certain sense. There is the space where we say, look, children are watching, and if children are watching, there shouldn't be certain celebrated people supporting certain products because they admire these celebrated people. And so if you're looking at somebody that you admire and the person likes this product, it means the product is fantastic. I want, some of that product as well. But then again, I also say, can we not have regulations that say you only advertise beyond a certain time of the day?
Exactly. I think that
so let's say
be
10 p.m. onwards,
True.
you can advertise certain alcoholic products,
right?
And so on and so forth.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's actually on all mediums. So even social media, because I've spoken to some brand managers, and it trickles all the way down to social media.
Yeah.
And I feel like they don't even realize that with social media, you can actually regulate the age that actually has access to
things,
for my Instagram, for example, it's from 18 and above.
Okay.
Why? Because I realized that my son's friends started
they
trying to follow me, and then sometimes sometimes I just play too much. So when I realized it, I was like, you know what? I just need to change the age. So I just think they really need to research well into this. It's possible. It's possible to protect the kids and at the same time put food on the tables of our celebrities.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of celebrities, we did have a story this morning that broke early this morning. Popular Ghanaian actor Vincent Mccoy reportedly dead. This is on Ghana Weekend. Very unfortunate news there. The popular Ghanaian actor Vincent Mccoy is reported dead. Vincent Mccoy was well known for the role he played on YOLO. Giovanni Caleb, a well-known media figure, revealed the tragic news on Facebook. Nevertheless, their family has not yet publicly verified. Aside from his iconic role on Things We Do for Love, which is the first time I, experienced him on TV, Mccoy has starred in numerous other television programs such as Games People Play, Fortune Island, Office Palaver, and the teen and high school series YOLO. The family has yet to disclose the cause of his death. The late Ghanaian actor who shot to fame after featuring in the popular TV series Things We Do for Love died in his late 40s. Vincent Mccoy was a married man, and he was married to his longtime girlfriend, Sichofe Chiko, and they got married in 2017. Okay, so this is the news that we have here on Ghana Weekend, and it's very tragic. Our condolences to his family. It's not an easy time, when you lose a loved one, and so we commiserate with all friends and family of Vincent Mccoy. All right. Other news. Transport fares. So this is something that affects everybody, right? Do you have transport fares on your
Yes,
paper here?
I actually had a bit of transport fare.
So so I understand that because I just saw this on Citro's Facebook page. She said that my on-screen husband,
yes,
longtime friend and on-screen husband. So he wasn't actually. They were not actually married in real life. It's just her on-screen husband, as she herself said on her handle on social media. All right, so let's go to transport fares.
Yeah.
Now, the Ministry of Transport is alerting the public and says we should disregard the 20% increase in fares. Now, you know what I find interesting about this headline? I will read the story shortly. The ministry can say one thing, but if the people who are going to take their transport are experiencing it on the ground, how do we disregard? If the people have said from here to here is now, it's no longer 1 cedi, but 1 cedi 20%. If you don't pay, you will not go. How will you go?
Exactly.
How will you use it?
What do we do?
Disregard. How do we do the disregarding? Anyway, so the story here says, the Ministry of Transport has asked the public to disregard a 20% nationwide increase in fares announced by commercial and private transport operators. Now, the statement issued by the ministry's Public Affairs Unit in Accra yesterday said there had not been any negotiation with the transport operators for adjustment of current fares. Now, as a quote here, when it becomes necessary for such negotiations and decisions are taken, the general public will be appropriately informed as it has done as it has been done in the past, it said. The statement said that the ministry would continue to ensure fair and reasonable public transport fares, keeping in mind the needs of the transport operators and the general public. All right, so
it's 20% here.
Yes.
And 2 papers here, it says 30%. The Daily Guide and the Republic Press.
Say 30%.
30%.
Okay. So, well, I mean, this is something that we're going to have to watch this space in the coming days, because I have never, experienced it when the driver unions have come out to say that this is the fee that we are charging, that they actually don't implement it on the ground. No matter what the hue and cry is, unless they come back and say they've had meetings with the ministry and they've changed the rates going forward. So it's going to be interesting times. The last time this happened, the last time fares were increased a few months ago, somebody lost his life in La Paz.
Yes.
Because of an altercation with drivers and mates. A passenger lost his life. So Ministry of Transport, is well and good for you to put out a statement saying we should disregard, but we cannot disregard once you reach the trotro.
The mates don't understand.
And the mate is not disregarding. How are we disregarding? Yeah. Because you see, if you say pay 120, there's no way you're going to get away with paying 1 cedi. It's not possible.
Exactly.
It's not going to happen. If you say pay 6 cedis instead of 5 cedis, there's no way you can get around that.
It's not like it's not like going to.
The ministry says we should disregard.
Exactly.
And then you like, okay.
Yes, exactly. It's not like going to tell them, oh, my daddy said we should disregard.
Or we bring the paper and show to the mate and say, have you not seen here? They say we should disregard.
Exactly.
And then they'll make to say, it's there. Okay, then don't.
I really think something should be done about it ASAP.
Yeah.
So
seriously.
So the people who implemented it should hear it.
Yeah, I agree. There's an interesting story here on healthcare.
That's on what paper?
On the Ghanaian Times.
Yeah.
Yes, and I want to read that quickly here. So it says here, long travel time impedes access to healthcare. All right, this is coming from the Ghana Demographic and Health Survey. All right, the Ghana Demographic and Health Survey has identified inadequate health facilities in some parts of the country as a major factor hindering access to healthcare, particularly among women and children. Now, the population-based survey designed to monitor progress of health service utilization and management to inform decision makers said on the average it took between 30 minutes to 2 hours of travel for citizens to access the nearest health facilities, thereby undermining timely and quality service delivery of services. For instance, out of the 16 regions, the OT region recorded the most travel time used to access the nearest health facility, with women traveling at least 2 hours to receive health care.
2 hours?
Yeah. Imagine your appendix has erupted. You'll be dead.
Or imagine you're in labor.
Yes. Yeah. 2 hours. Doesn't speak well of us as a country that we have places where people spend at least 2 hours. That's your best chance if you live in the OT region.
Wow.
It will take you at least 2 hours. That's serious. I saw an obesity story this morning. I don't know if you're interested in that one.
Yeah, about the 50% of Ghanaian women being obese.
This is just a very interesting that in a time where I haven't seen a time in Ghana where people are more fitness crazy, looking to like different kinds of diets and different kinds of exercise regimes and all of that to stay in shape. But 50%, and this story is on my Joy Online, 50.2%
They even added 0.2 in this one.
Yes, 0.2% of women aged between 15 and 49.
15?
Yes, 15 and 49.
Kids?
Yes. Are either overweight or obese. The story goes on to say here, the 2022 Demographic and Health survey report, so you see this is also coming from the same report, right? Has revealed that the number of women who are overweight is more than twice that of men. The report specifies that 50.2% of women aged between 15 to 49 are either overweight or obese, with 20.7% of men within that age bracket also overweight or obese. So you have, in comparison, you have less than half, you know, that of what you have of women, or
yes,
you know, having that of men.
Well, that doesn't actually tell well.
And I'm trying to figure out what the possible reasons could be.
Well, I think some possible reasons. I mean, the first story you read about walking 2 hours.
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah, but if you walk, you lose weight.
I know, but who wants to walk for 2 hours?
Anyway, let me just wrap up the story. Government statistician Professor Sabol Edim revealed that about 22% of women are obese. This is generally, and 28% being overweight. Now, breaking down the percentage of men within the same age category, he stated that about 3.9% were obese and 16.8% were overweight. All right, so it looks like the overweight figures are more than the obese, which is at least is some consolation there.
Right, right.
He added that people in urban areas tend to be weightier than those in rural communities.
Oh wow!
Do you see?
It's even us.
So then places like, so again,
Accra.
it's like a double-edged sword, right? You don't have so much access to transportation, and you have to do more walking.
Yes.
And maybe that's also why you're also not putting on as much weight in the rural areas.
Right, right.
I don't know. Yeah, so.
But I just think everybody need to take care of themselves at this point, because
listen to this
bad.
part. Listen to this part. We have about 50% of our women aged between 15 to 49 years consuming unhealthy foods, especially French fries, the chocolates, and all the food that come with heavy oil base are identified as unhealthy food, and these have translated into what we're seeing in about 50% of our women.
The night Indomie.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one is very oily.
Charlie. The night Indomie.
Night Indomie. And then you add egg, and then you add sardine, and then you add.
So,
everything.
no, let's do it. Let's prepare Indomie right now.
Yeah.
What is going inside? So there's Indomie.
There's Indomie, and then they add a lot of oil.
Yes.
Because they have to fry it.
Yeah.
So they add eggs, and then some people, apart from the veggies, they add the sausage, and then they add the corned beef.
Yes, corned beef. Corned beef is important, and then there's some kind of it's like a salad mix, so it has a little bit of carrots, a little bit of salad, and then they put mayo in it.
A lot of mayo in it, and then they put the beans.
Yes. Yeah,
the sweet beans
big
on it.
beans.
Yeah, the big beans.
And then when they finish preparing all the Indomie, and they scoop it into your package for you.
They don't just scoop it. After scooping, they remove the like the one under.
Then I see some people that will have
eggs.
an extra fried egg.
Eggs.
No, there's already egg inside. They will do an extra fried egg on top. And all of this is happening after 10 p.m.
Thank you. And also, okay, apart from the eating, also we also need to look at another aspect, which is the health aspect of women biologically. A lot of women are also suffering from PCOS and all that. And sometimes
what's PCOS?
I forgot the full thing.
Okay.
Yes.
No, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
I forgot
what's the condition?
It affects your hormones.
Okay.
And you can put on weight, you can start having facial hair. It just affects you in so many ways.
Yeah.
And especially weight gain, you understand? Yeah. People tend to...
So hormonal changes in women would typically lead to some kind of weight gain.
Yes.
Yeah, because when you're a young lady, as growing up, your hormones are to make you fertile for pregnancy and prepare you and prepare you.
So it's polycystic ovarian syndrome.
Okay.
Yes.
So the create all kinds of crazy hormonal situations.
It's crazy, and it even affects you sometimes. You will have difficulty trying to get pregnancy and all that. But weight gain is one of the main problems. Yeah. So I think we should also need to, look at that aspect, not just the food aspect. The food aspect is there, but yeah, women really go through a lot. Yeah. And when we stress too, a lot of people tend to stress eat.
Yes.
Yes.
But stress eating is still eating.
But the stress is a lot these days.
So then we have to do better with stress management.
Yeah.
We have to do better with hospital visits to see our gynae, you know, and look for regimes and programs that will help us to manage our hormonal changes. Do you see? To keep the weight down, you know, because there are ladies who are in their 60s and they're not overweight.
Yeah.
You know.
That's me in the future.
So that's you in the future.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How are you going to manage that?
Oh, I've already started.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I like it. I like it. I like it. Yeah. So listen, both men and women are prone to becoming overweight, right? If you don't guard yourself, you will become overweight. I mean, thankfully, I actually like exercise.
I love exercise.
Yeah. So I think that exercise is one of the most fantastic ways, because you see,
and the cheapest way.
It is actually.
It's actually
the cheapest way.
Yeah.
It's actually the cheapest way of keeping your weight down.
True.
You know, so you can eat a reasonably regular meal, but if you exercise well, you will not put on the weight.
True.
You know, so it's important.
And people forget that a lot of things come out from being overweight and being obese. Your knees, productivity.
Look, it will finish you.
Your back hurts, everything.
Back pain, knee joint pain,
and
all of that.
A lot of
being overweight.
health issues just pop up. You know, it's a lot.
About 2 years ago, I discovered that every inch you add to your midriff, right, you reduce a certain number of years of your life. And I said to myself, I said, really? We got to take off the inches. No, we're reducing the inches. We're taking that off. Yeah.
So as you're there watching us now, you can just do like this.
Yeah. And see
where you are.